filmed this video about a month ago when my family was recovering from a sickness. And because of how late this video is coming out, you can probably tell that it's been a hectic month. At the time of filming this, I had not yet gotten the sickness. About a day later, I would be horribly sick with continual migraine, congestion, fatigue. It was really bad, but it only lasted a few days to a week. But at this time that I was filming, my kids were at the tail end of their sickness, and the baby was starting to feel better but still wanted to be held. Now, the only one in my house that had like a stomach bug was my son, and TMI, there was lots of throw up and poop, so my house needed a good scrub and lots of laundry needed to be done. I was really glad that I did this because, like I said, I ended up getting sick the next day and had no energy. Usually, around this time of year, I like to do my spring cleaning anyways, so it was a good excuse because I just could not tolerate the state of my house after that sickness had hit. So, you saw at the beginning, I was sweeping and I didn't show it, but I mopped all the floors. And then now I'm moving on to like my fifth load of laundry. With laundry, because we're a family of five, I try to do one load a day, if not every other day. If we are cloth diapering, I have to do a load every single day because I purposely only have one laundry basket, as you can see here, that white basket. Because if I were to have more than one basket, it would pile up and become too much, and I'd be digging through the basket for clothes every day. So this forces me to not let it pile up, but this week it got bad. Another thing is, since filming this video, I got a new baby carrier. So whenever she falls asleep now in the carrier, there's better head support. It drove me nuts the way her head would fall backwards. But my baby is a Velcro baby and struggles to sleep on her own and does take quite a bit of naps in her carrier. So that is one thing. And the other thing is, I've lost nearly 10 pounds since filming this video. So looking back, I'm trying not to cringe and be really hard on myself, but this was just filmed a while ago and things are different now, thank God. All right, so now we're in the boys' bedroom. There was some vomiting that happened in this room, so I knew I had to start with this room. If any of them needed to be done the most, it was the living room and their room. I try to shampoo my carpets quarterly, so like every season. If we're really busy, like postpartum, I didn't do it that often. It was like every 6 months. And you would be amazed how much comes out of the carpet. I really want to be a no shoes in the house household, but the boys and men in my life would not allow that. And you just pick your battles. I know a lot of people would be like, well, you're the ones cleaning, so you should get to make the rules, but I don't. And sometimes I just have to do what works for everybody. My boys, every morning, they love to get all dressed up and put on their hats and get their shoes on and walk around and say they're going to work. And how can I say no to that? That is the cutest thing ever and it makes them happy. So I just have to shampoo the carpets more often. Plus, I always feel weird. Like, how do you tell guests when they come over, like, take off your shoes? Like, I guess you could say in a polite way. I've had other people do it in a polite way. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. Like, those people that don't want you to see their feet, or what if their feet stink and they're embarrassed? Like, I don't want to make someone feel embarrassed. So I'll just shampoo the carpets more often. Anyways, that was a tangent. This is my bedroom. My bedroom gets neglected out of all the bedrooms because I'm rarely in here. I'm only in here for sleep, and my baby naps in this room. So usually I'll be like, well, I can't do that. Well, today I was like, I'm already here. I am cleaning my bedroom. So shampooing the carpets is very satisfying. And honestly, I don't think most people do it enough. It is really disgusting. And when you have a baby crawling and starting to walk, you become more mindful of that. All right, look at this water. Ugh, nasty. This is your sign. Shampoo your carpets. All right. So another thing I already do weekly is cleaning my bathrooms. Obviously, everybody needs to clean their bathrooms, but I am like a stickler about this. My mom trained me this way, that bathrooms need to be cleaned, toilets more than once a week. Like, if you go to someone's house and they have a dirty toilet, that is a sign. That's a red flag. Okay, I know that's a little extreme. There's circumstances where my toilets have been dirty, of course, but whenever I have, like, my parents come over to babysit my kids or I have company over, if I have to choose between certain tasks because I'm short on time or whatever, the bathrooms come first. That is just a sign that you respect your company and you care about what people think of you, in my opinion, is that you have a clean bathroom. I'm just going to say it. Clean your bathroom. That is more important than vacuuming, than sweeping, even though I do all those.
All right, just got some water. And now I'm cracking open a cold one to motivate me to finish. I got the kitchen swept and mopped. Forgot to film me mopping it. I vacuumed the whole upstairs, shampooed, cleaned the bathroom upstairs, got on my third load of laundry. Now I just need to vacuum and shampoo down here because somebody pooped on the carpets. So then it'll be quiet time. So I'm hoping she doesn't fall asleep while I do this. Let's hurry and get this done.
Spoiler alert, she did fall asleep on my back and did not transfer to her crib for nap time, but that's okay. I got what I needed to get done. She got some rest, which she needed because she was recovering from her sickness. So, with the baby wearing, I know that's not really the topic of today's video, but the one thing I would say to any first time mom or even moms who are about to have another baby that have never baby worn, you need to. Like, maybe if you're working, it's not as big of a deal if you're taking your kid to daycare or the babysitter. But when you're home with them, especially as newborns, but for me with this baby, it's been every day. She's like a year old now. So every day, at some point, I have to baby wear because life doesn't stop. And having kids is not an excuse to not take care of yourself, not take care of your home. And so they just need to be a part of it with you. And biologically, they want to be with you. So don't deny that. Just put them in the baby carrier and go about your day. And I know a lot of people be like, doesn't that hurt your back? I mean, sometimes. For me, it hurts more when I wear the baby in the front. That's why when they get about 3 to 4 months old and they can control their head better and not bury it in your back, I baby wear on the back. So get yourself a baby carrier or buy your friends who are expecting a baby carrier. That is the best thing to give somebody. Also, it's a great workout. You have a weighted vest. So those are all the rave lately. Just get you a baby carrier. All right. I got a lot done today. I was telling you guys earlier everything I got done. Kitchen floors, shampooing and vacuuming all the carpets, cleaned both bathrooms, and now I have so much laundry. I have the towels that are on their like second or third time drying because there are so many of them. And now I am going to fold some laundry and close. Please stop. That's rude. Close out this video. Look at this cute sun hat I got for baby girl. I'm obsessed. I have some sassy toddlers today that were arguing all of quiet time, and so they kept coming in and out and complaining about each other. This person did this and he did this, and then she never let me put her down. When I went to put her down, she just woke up. So I just walked on the walking pad with her on my back, and she never went to sleep. So it's one of those days. She's still recovering from a sickness, so I'm trying to be a little understanding, but mommy is very overstimulated and wants a break and looking forward to my husband coming home. But I don't know if this video is interesting at all. Just kind of taking you along with what I'm doing. It's kind of like a challenge when you're filming to be like, to make the video interesting and see how much you can get done. So I was like, this will just motivate me to keep going and get stuff done if I'm filming it. And I got so much done today, so it makes me feel better that I didn't really get to work out because I deep cleaned most of my house. Now I just need to go around and clean all the floorboards and the air vents, and like right here where the furnace is, it's really dusty and nasty, and I need to clean the walls and stuff. But a lot of my deep cleaning for spring cleaning is done, which is nice. I remember a year ago, I was like 36 or 37 weeks pregnant with baby girl, and I was just getting ready for her to come, and I was like, well, I have to spring clean anyways, so please don't. And
I pulled out all the appliances and cleaned behind the appliances. I might do that again just because we try to mop the floors weekly. Please stop. Um, but I was so big and pregnant and like doing all these tasks and doing meal prep and like freezer meals. And it's just crazy to think like this is where I am a year later. And can't believe that time has passed by that quickly. But it's been kind of a rough year postpartum. So I'm kind of ready for her to become a toddler. Maybe she'll start sleeping better and nursing sessions will reduce so that I won't need to wake up so much with her. I don't know. It's been a rough year, but it's such a blessed year and I'm so grateful for it. And it's so humbling and teaches you patience and all the things that being a parent, especially to having little babies and multiple children. But anyways, I don't know if anybody enjoyed this style of video of just kind of like watching me clean. I know sometimes I enjoy like if I'm cleaning, seeing someone else doing it with me. But if this is boring, then I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what everybody likes and might as well just film it. But that's going to be the end of this week's video. Let me know down below what you guys would like to see from me. And hopefully this inspires you to get your spring cleaning done. I hope you guys have a good week. Bye.